continue with the due enforcement of the orders. While felicitating with the Nigerian Christian community as Christendom commemorates the Easter celebration, the IGP called on religious leaders in Lagos, Ogun, and the Federal Capital Territory, as well as other states affected by the restriction orders, to continue to cooperate with relevant government agencies. He noted that the call has become necessary in order to curtail the community spread of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has immensely challenged humanity across all spheres of life. The IGP, in a statement circulated by Force spokesman DCP Frank Mba, expressed deep concerns that for the first time in the history of Nigeria's history, circumstances have compelled the government to place restrictions on social gatherings, which inevitably is also affecting religious programs of all faiths. And now on the foreign scene, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has said the global coronavirus pandemic is causing an economic crisis unlike any in the past century and will require a massive response to help in the recovery. IMF chief Kristalina Georgieva warned that global growth will turn sharply negative in 2020, with 170 of the International Monetary Fund's 180 members experiencing a decline in per capita income. She said IMF anticipates the worst economic fallout since the Great Depression. And now to end the news, here is the summary of the major stories. Rivers State government has relaxed the restriction on large religious gatherings to allow for the Easter celebration. The United Labour Congress has threatened to shut down operations in Rivers State over the detention of 2 Keverton helicopter pilots. President Muhammadu Buhari has pardoned over 2,000 inmates to curb the spread of COVID-19 in Nigerian prisons. And on the foreign scene, the IMF has expressed fear of a world economic meltdown amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. That was the news as edited by Chinedu Iwunna. For comments and inquiries, please call 081-5341-8656 or 081-4434-3502 or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. You can also read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com. Do not forget, take responsibility. Wash your hands frequently with soap under running water. Avoid touching your face and high contact surfaces to prevent coronavirus. Many thanks for listening. Do have yourselves a wonderful evening. I am Coco Greg.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Have you heard that coronavirus has been confirmed in Nigeria?
My brother, don't panic. The Federal Ministry of Health and Nigeria Center for Disease Control have advised that everyone should do the following to stay safe. Wash your hands regularly with soap under running water. Use hand sanitizer if there is no water. Cover mouth with bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose the used tissue and wash your hands immediately. Avoid touching eyes, nose, mouth with unwashed hands. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces such as door locks, tables, and chairs. Avoid close contact with sick persons or anybody coughing or sneezing.
Please, Mary, what are the symptoms of coronavirus?
Any person infected with coronavirus can have fever, cough, difficulty in breathing, and shortness of breath.
Don't panic. Coronavirus is preventable. If you have traveled to any country with reported local or community transmission, stay indoors and away from people for 14 days. If you develop any of the symptoms mentioned above, call the Nigeria Center for Disease Control NCDC toll-free line 0800-97000010. Share information about coronavirus only from verified sources like the Federal Ministry of Health, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, and the World Health Organization WHO. This message is from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control NCDC, the Federal Ministry of Health, and partners.
With the dawn of the global pandemic, coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, we have been advised to self-isolate and observe social distancing rules. We at Today 95.1 FM want to tell you that while you self-isolate, it is important that you take this time out to get a skill, improve on your old and existing skills, read a book, listen to educational tapes, work out if you need to, Bond with your family. Don't just spread fear and panic. Self-isolate and grow. Make this time count for you. This message is brought to you by Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Mama Bonbon, what happened? What be all this one?
My brother, I don't know.
Run for waiting. What did happen? Everybody just dey run. Everywhere scatter. What did happen?
That woman for junction. He say, her friend come tell her say, person tell her friend say, coronavirus don enter town. They keep people.
Which one be corona?
Corona. They keep people. Hey, Bombay! Where your sister? Wanna enter house?
What is going on?
Enter house, oh! Lock that door. Fast. Lock am. Can't you lock that window? Master's corona won't use enter this house. Lock am.
Remember, there is no need to panic. Fear kills faster.
The coronavirus is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. The best way to prevent and slow down transmission is to be well informed about the virus. Protect yourself and others from this infection. Wash your hands regularly with soap and water or clean them with alcohol-based sanitizer. Maintain at least 1 meter distance between you and people coughing or sneezing. Stay at home if you feel unwell. The virus spreads through droplets of saliva or discharge from the nose. It is important that you practice respiratory etiquette. At this point, there are no given vaccines or treatments for the coronavirus. The World Health Organization will continue to provide updates as soon as clinical findings become available. So stay informed. This message is brought to you by Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
Radio has never been this good. Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Yeah.
Celebrate, but first we gotta say a few things to set the fellas straight. Ain't no better way to make sure they don't wreck the place. That's why we got a lot of bodyguards stationed at the gate. They tryna regulate the crowd, hold it down. DJ play the music loud, see the dress code now anyhow. Strictly by invitation, chickens is patiently waiting to show skills for real.